Hey everyone, welcome back to my week by week pregnancy vlog. If you're just joining me today, my name is Cora and I do weekly updates on my pregnancy, and today we are at week 15. So if you'd like to get caught up, I'll leave the links in the description bar, and I'd love to have you follow me along on this journey from here on out. So let's just roll right into the baby. So this week, baby girl or boy is measuring at 4 inches, which is about the size of an apple, or sort of round about the size of my palm. So that's pretty exciting. And measuring at, or weighing in at about 2.5 ounces, which is just so itty bitty. But so far from where we started in this journey. So I'm just excited for that. And the baby is starting to wince and grimace and smirk and suck its thumb. Apparently it's possible at this point, which is just mind-blowing. And some mothers start to feel the baby kick. I feel like I may have felt it, but I'm not 100% sure. So I hate that so much because it's like, you know, I felt like a little like just like a, but it was so tiny that it's just, I'm not sure. So I think with my daughter, I didn't feel her until I was almost 18 weeks. And so it was stronger than what I felt. And so what I felt just felt like it was so tiny, but I really am leaning toward I think that's what it was, but we'll see. It was only 2 times, so we'll see. We are going to be, and the baby is getting eyebrow hair and hair on its head, not just the lanugo, so that's pretty exciting. We will see. My daughter is blonde like my fiance. He was just like bright blonde when he was born, super light, and I obviously had dark hair. But I did go through a light brown phase when I was really little. And then it just went back to dark. So we'll see what the next little one is growing down there. So that'll be fun. It's just exciting to think of those little things. So, and one thing that is so exciting is we are going to find out the gender in 3 days. Oh my gosh, I can't even believe that. It's just like, it just blows my mind that in 3 days we'll know if it's a little boy or a girl, or if it's a sister or brother for my daughter. So our whole lives are going to shift from one direction to the other. I feel like the gender reveal is just one of the biggest things that can ever happen to a person, finding out if they're having a boy or a girl. Of course the pregnancy is, and then having the baby, but actually finding out whether it's a boy or a girl totally shifts your life in one direction or the other. So I am super eager. I don't know if I want a boy or a girl. I mean, I'll be, of course, thrilled with either. I guess if I could say, I would just ever so slightly like to have another girl, just because I always wanted a sister, and I would so love to give my daughter a sister for that companionship, and they would be close in age. If I have a boy, then we don't know, when we'll have another child. So if that next child was a girl, there may be sort of a big age gap. So we'll see. But I will be happy with either one. So of course. But a boy would scare me to death. Just a side note. If I come back on here saying it's a boy at some point, I will be terrified because I just don't know what to do with a boy. So that's just going to be interesting. Anyway, let's see. Okay, so that's pretty much what's going on with little babe. And they're all the way developed now. It's just time for the baby to grow. So its legs and arms are in proportion. Everything is functioning properly. The ears aren't quite at the side of the head yet, but the eyes, everything is really where it's supposed to be. And in only a few weeks, the baby will start to really be able to hear, which I think is just another huge milestone, because then talking to the baby and singing to the baby, I'm a singer, and so that's something that I started doing with my daughter really early on, and I've just felt like that bonded us so much. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to doing that again with this little baby. So, symptom wise, so this is actually my 14 and 15 week pregnancy update. So there's been a lot going on for the past 2 weeks. I have, thank goodness, all my symptoms have really lessened in the past 2 weeks. So it's gotten so much better. Dizziness is light years better. I mean, night and day. I am so thankful. I literally thought, I just don't know how I can do this, because it's so hard for me to keep up with my daughter and play with her and clean up after her, and she's just into everything. She's almost 15 months, and she's just, I mean, it's like she's a 2-year-old. She's just everywhere, climbing on everything, tearing everything down, pulling things out of everything, making a mess. I mean, there's just no stopping her. She's like a little hurricane or tornado everywhere she goes. It's just, and so it's been a lot for me with the way that I felt, with being so lethargic and so dizzy, and the head rushes every time I would get up, even if I got up slowly, or like no matter what I did. So I am so grateful that that has eased up, particularly in this 15th week. So the 14th week I was still struggling quite a bit, but there was a huge notable shift right there at the 15-week mark. So it was like the glorious 15-week. Then let's see, the headaches. I have not had a migraine since that second migraine. So it has now been about a month since I've had a migraine, which again is like a miracle. I talked about it. I had migraine with aura for the first time, and that scared me to death. It was just one of the scariest things I've ever experienced. And I'm just crossing my fingers that it doesn't return, because there is a possibility that it will at any time. I talked to my doctor about it. I had a doctor's appointment later in my 14th week. We got to hear the baby's heartbeat, and everything was good, which is always a relief, no matter what. If you've been through this, it's like you're excited, but there's just always some fear. You just want to make sure everything's okay, and the baby's developing fine and strong and healthy. So when you hear that heartbeat, it's just music to your ears. So that was wonderful. Doctor said that my migraines, there is a possibility, because I had just gotten glasses for the first time, that was contributing to my headache, because I would get really disoriented every time I took my glasses off. And then when I would put them on, so like one eye would start twitching. It was really weird. And because migraine with aura is an ocular migraine, that may have contributed. So we'll see. I haven't been wearing my glasses and I've been fine. So we'll see if that does the trick. Let's see, other than that, food aversions, I'm good with food. I'm back on the olive and garlic and Italian food trains. I'm back to normal. There's really nothing that's making me nauseous. It's gotten much better. I am still suffering with insomnia, but I've always had trouble sleeping. I used to, be up and have a completely different kind of schedule. I am a singer, and so I was always up all night. And it was just, that's the kind of lifestyle. You're up at night and you sleep during the day. And so becoming a mom and then adjusting to the opposite kind of schedule has just been difficult for me since day one. And so there's nothing really new about me having some insomnia, but it's definitely worse with pregnancy, because it's like, instead of being up for about a half hour, an hour, or just struggling to get to sleep, it's more like I can go to sleep because I'm tired, but I wake up and I'm up for 3-4 hours, and maybe that's just it for the night. Maybe, you know, so it's tough. It's really, really tough. So I'm hoping that the insomnia gets better. I've started to get some heartburn, which I had in my previous pregnancy. It got terrible, like really terrible, to the point that I would sleep essentially sitting up in bed, and just like I wouldn't eat for about 4 hours before I went to bed, so there was just like nothing in me. And I wouldn't eat anything acidic, and I would take Tums and all that, but I still would have it creep up on me all the time in the middle of the night, because I'd eventually kind of creep down in bed, and for some reason it would just burn and burn, and sometimes just come up. It was just terrible. I'm like dreading it. I hope that doesn't happen again, but we'll see. So yeah, the heartburn is back. Other than that, the baby bump is getting bigger, which is just so exciting. I'm at the point that I just ordered a bunch of maternity jeans. I found some really, I think they're going to be good, but I found some cute ones on H&M. Last time, I forget where I think I got it from Pea in the Pod. They were pretty pricey, and I just like, this time I'm smaller than I was last time, and I'm swimming in them. So I decided to kind of go for something less expensive, and I'm really happy with H&M jeans. I'm actually wearing some now that are not maternity, but they just happen to stretch so much that it's okay for me right now. But I am at the point that when I lie down, there's a definite like bump. The uterus has shifted up and out of my pelvis, so I can really feel the bump, and I try so hard to feel baby. Like, I'm trying so hard. But so yeah, so it's just kind of popping out, and things are going really well. So I'm thrilled to update you guys on these things. I hope I didn't leave anything out. And yes, from now on, I will definitely be uploading every single Monday, and an updated pregnancy journal video, and then I'm going to be starting vlogging, and there are some other ideas and videos I'm going to be doing as well, and I will be doing those on Friday. So I'm so sorry I missed last week. It'll be consistent from here on out, and thank you so much for sticking around, and I hope you do stick around with us, with me and my family. I can't wait to introduce you to my family, which will definitely be next time. And yeah, this is going to be a fun pregnancy journey, and I'm just so excited to share it with you all. So I will show you the bump now, which is poppin'. All right. So yeah, these are H&M jeans, which it's crazy, but there is so much stretch that legit I mean, that's some good stretch right there. You know what I'm saying? They do all right. So, I can't believe I can wear these. So, let's see, here's a front view. They are a bit tight though, as you can see. It's time for the maternity jeans for sure. And here's the side view. Just kind of popping out a little bit. Feels bigger than it is. But I remember the last time, not until about 17 weeks, God, I'm all marked up. Every time I show a belly shot, I look so blotchy, and I don't know what is up with that. It's so funny. Everybody else's little belly bumps are so cute. I'm like, well, and like I said, my belly button is so funny because I haven't any, but I got an outie at the end of my last pregnancy, and it feels like from about week, I'd say like week, I don't know, 6 or 5 or something ridiculous. It started popping out again. It's like I got bloated, and that little belly button was like, hello. It's so weird. And my daughter is like, she's like playing with it and stuff. I'm like, oh my God. Well, I hope it goes away after this pregnancy. Anyway, we'll see. So that is the bump date update for week 14 and 15. And I'm so excited to show you guys, to talk to you guys for next week because there will be a gender reveal. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful week. I hope you are enjoying the beginning of this fall weather we're having. Oh, you may not be yet, but in the Midwest, and we're getting a little chilly, so it's just like so exciting. So I hope you're having a good start to your autumn, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Mwah.